Scott. You've tuned into the Rookie Wine and Whiskey Enthusiast channel, YouTube's primary channel for discussing Pacific Northwest wines and spirits, but not exclusively. Tonight we're going to go ahead and review what I was in Total Wine the other day, and I was looking for a Carmenere or a Mourvedre, and the name Soaring Rooster popped up. I'm thinking, oh, never heard of that one before. Let's go ahead and grab it. I paid $13 for this bottle over at Total Wine. Now, normally I really do try to focus in on getting my wines from certain places every once in a while. But when a name like that, Soaring Rooster, comes up, I'm thinking, wow, is this rooster going to fly? Or is this going to be the cocky wine that couldn't? And I'm thinking, well, you know what? I haven't had a Mourvedre in a while, and I don't think I've reviewed one in a while. So look, we're going to go ahead and do this. Now, what I did find out is Soaring Rooster. Now, this is a 2015 Mourvedre, and it has 79% Mourvedre in it, 17% Cabernet Sauvignon, 4% Syrah. It's at 13.5% alcohol by volume. Now, when you go to the to look this wine up, it's actually made by one of the most one of the more well-known higher-end winemakers, Tagaris Wines, out in Othello, Washington. And I just had their wines listed here. Now, Soaring Rooster, and I pulled up on the website here. I'm going to go to this. I just listed you off that this is listed as a 2015 Mourvedre, Columbia Valley, 79% Mourvedre, 17% Cabernet Sauvignon, and 4% Syrah. According to their website, which they do still sell this, it's 75% Mourvedre, 10% Cornuis, 10% Grenache, and 5% Tempranillo. So, not quite sure where the disconnect is, why it's different if you buy it from Tagaris versus buying it from Total Wine, but we'll go ahead and just let that slide. The other thing with this wine is that Mourvedre is a very popular wine, especially for Rhone style blends. We're talking GSMs in particular, Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre. But the vast majority of grapes are actually grown in Spain. Approximately 8% of the world's Mourvedre is grown in Spain, but it's not called Mourvedre in Spain. It's called Monastrell. So let's go ahead and take a look at the color on this. I've got my Wine Folly chart here. This is a medium purple. No artifacts in it whatsoever. On the nose, this is a medium minus intensity on the nose. I mean, I got to kind of get my nose right in there, but when I do, this is a very dark, very black fruit style of wine. I'm getting plum, black currant. There's an herbal note on the nose too that's it's sitting right behind the fruit. It's almost like a sage. There's also a slight pipe tobacco note on the nose as well, but it's very, very light, almost non-existent. Let's go ahead and have a sip, shall we? Okay, now Mourvedre tends to be a very full-bodied wine. This is not. This is medium-bodied wine, medium tannins on this, and Mourvedre usually is fairly tannic, and I'm wondering if the last 5 years in the bottle have kind of tamped that down just a little bit. The acidity on this, it is about a medium to medium minus. The alcohol, again, at 13.5%. I don't even taste the alcohol in this. And then this is a very not bone dry, but it rides that difference between bone dry and dry. The flavors, though, I'm getting all those dark fruits that I mentioned. I'm getting the plum. Matter of fact, there's a lot of plum on this palate. The black currant has kind of taken a back seat. Yeah, there's that sage. It's come through on the second sip. That pipe tobacco, which I do like in a lot of wines, especially Mourvedres, I'm not getting that on the palate though. Like I said, I got a little bit on the nose, but not on the palate. You know, for $12, you know, would I buy this again? You know what? I think this is probably one of those wines that if you are interested in jumping into the different varietals, you've had the Syrah, you've had the Cabernet Sauvignons, you've had the Merlots, and now you want to go ahead and explore what some different flavors might be, this would probably be a really good entry-level wine. Now, I do recommend that you do try, especially under the COVID debacle that we've been having here, that you do go ahead, if you are interested in this, it is listed for $17 on Tagaris' website, and if you're in the state of Washington, I know they do ship. But if you have a chance, maybe go out there and pick it up. I mean, obviously, price does come into consideration. Now, I'm sure Tagaris wants their wine enjoyed, and because we're in a three-tier system, you know, they have no idea what Total Wine's going to sell this for. Chances are they sold this to the third-party distributor. The third-party distributor marketed it out to Total Wine and said, hey, here, we're going to go and give you this great deal as long as you go ahead and buy this other stuff. So, like I said, I think this is a really good entry-level Mourvedre wine. Is this something that I would buy again? Yeah. You know, if I wanted an easy sipper that's not expensive, and I'm going to go ahead and introduce somebody to a different style of wine, you bet I'm going to buy this one again. I have other Mourvedres in my own cellar, though, that I think are superior, but this wine does make me want to go out to Othello and see their tasting room, give them a try. And I know Tagaris, like I said, Tagaris has some very high-end wines. They come across really, really well. They come highly recommended. So this does make me want to go out there and say, okay, I know what you've done on this end here. Let's go ahead and bump it up a bit. So anyways, if you like this content, please go ahead and like, comment, and share this video. Have you had Soaring Rooster, or have you had a Mourvedre blend before that's produced here in the Pacific Northwest that I haven't reviewed yet? You want me to go ahead and review? Please let the comments down below. If this review has helped you and said, hey, you know, let's go ahead and dive into this, and you want to share it with some friends, please go ahead and share this on your social media as well. Folks, as always, you know, it's a good red wine. I'm looking forward to finishing this bottle. Please, folks, take care. I almost lost my train of thought there. Please drink responsibly, and life is too short for either bad wine or bad whiskey. This is a pretty good whiskey, or pretty good wine. I'm going to go ahead, like I said, finish it, and yeah, we'll still go from there. Cheers. Yeah, that sage is good.